Hello, everyone. I have some ideas about secularization and laicite to share with you. I have an observation that I believe is supported by surveys. It may sound counterintuitive. My observation is this. In Turkey, while the state has moved away from laicite, society has secularized. State-driven efforts to make society more religious have backfired. First, let me set the concepts straight. I separate laicite and secularization. Laicite is the separation of the state and religion, and this concept, as you know, comes from the French tradition. Secularization is about how society actually lives, how much people rely on religion when they shape their behavior and daily life. If laicite means state and religion separation, it is obvious Turkey has clearly moved away from it. However, the society moves in another direction. Yes, the government allocates huge budgets to the Directorate of Religious Affairs. The 2025 budget is over 130 billion lira, larger than several ministries combined. And the Directorate has more than 140,000 staff. However, despite this size and spending, has public respect and trust increased? The number says otherwise. In the 2022 Metropole survey, only about 1 in 4 citizens said they trust the institution. Roughly 3 in 4 do not. Now look at where society is going on religiosity. Conda's comparison, 2008 and 2024, is striking. The share who call themselves religious fell from 50% to 40%. Those who define themselves as atheists or non-believer rose from 2% to 8%. Another data point in a 2051 Metropole poll asking, should the state interfere with the people's lives, clothing or worship? 83% answered absolutely not. Clearly, society does not want religion turned into public coercion. Look at the daily life indicators. Divorce rates, women's participation in the workforce, age at first marriage. The trend points secularization. Average marriage age keeps rising. As of 2024, it is around 20 for men, 28 for men, 25 for women. And the values are changed. Of course, there are data points that cut the other way. Some polling shows some segments of the society favors an official state religion. But the overall picture in the surveys I trust is different. And my field observation supports that. Let me say this clearly. Even if these figures are not perfect, they show one thing. Despite 23 years of social engineering, society has not been transformed in the direction the government wanted. Turkey today is not more religious than before. State-imposed religiosity has not found a voluntary embrace. This is true beyond Turkey as well. Faith is lived through freedom, not through force. My side is freedom. I stand with the believer and the non-believer alike. When you shrink the state's domain and expand the rights and freedoms, society finds its own path.